Where's Ted? What happened? Any details about it?
Let the man speak.
Come on, you've got to tell us.
The body of Billy Clyde Tuggle has been found.
And Ted?
There's no sign of him.
Oh. No. It's okay. It's okay. It's Ted.
Now, we haven't given up.
What happened out there?
What were they doing on the bridge?
Look, folks, I understand what a shock this is, but it's not necessarily as bad as it sounds. Tuggle had rigged a shack with a time bomb, apparently to lure Tad into it. Now, we're assuming that Tad spotted him and went after him. Tuggle headed for the bridge. Tad followed. When the explosion occurred, Tad and Tuggle both fell into the river.
Trevor saw all this?
He immediately called us for paramedics and divers. But all they've turned up so far was Tuggle's body.
Well, you just said that Ted...
We haven't given up hope. In fact, I'm on my way out there right now.
And they're still looking.
They immediately are going to check the downstream area as much as possible before nightfall. Now, that's all I know at the moment.
You'll call us if...
I promise to keep you informed.
He's all right. Ted is a strong swimmer. He always was. He's fine.
That's true. That's true. I remember when he was a kid, he was at camp and he took away all the swimming medals there. You remember that?
Yes, like it was yesterday.
Yeah, he could have reached up and grabbed a tree branch. Yeah. Pull himself out.
I bet he did. And he'll be back here before you know it, kiddo.
He will be, Dix. Right. And you're going to have your wedding, Dixie, just like you planned.
It'll happen, sweetheart. You'll see.
Well, it's fairly clear outside. I mean, they may have light longer than they thought.
It's like Billy Clyde died twice. Baby, this time it's real, all right? I hope that Lieutenant Berniker calls soon.
That shouldn't be too long now. Why don't I go to the deli and get us something to eat?
I couldn't touch food.
I'm really not hungry either.
I don't suppose anybody is, but maybe we should have something.
Yeah, listen, let me take care of that.
No, that's all right, Joe. I'll get it.
I'll go with you. Okay, anybody want anything special?
Oh, I'm sure whatever you get will be fine with everybody.
Okay, we'll see you soon. Hey, do you have your car keys?
Yeah.
I have mine. Oh, Homer, sorry. Homer. Sweetheart, you're home.
Oh, I came directly from the airport.
And you know everything.
Yes, I heard the whole story from Sloan. Oh, Dixie, well, everything's all right. Tad will be found. Everything's going to be just fine.
I pray.
Oh, now, Tad takes after his mama here. Stubborn and a survivor, too. No, he'll come through this all right. He will. I'm so sorry I wasn't here.
Well, you're home now. And that's really all that matters.
Of course. Now, what's being done? What have you heard?
Lieutenant Berniker just came by. He said that Tuggle's body has been found.
Oh, dead, I hope.
Yes, for sure.
Very, very sorry. Now, what can I do to help? Can I hire more men for the search, get in more equipment?
No, Palmer, that's not going to be necessary. Police are on top of things. They're doing everything that can be done, I think. All we can do, really, is wait.
Where's Junior?
Adam and Natalie are keeping him.
Every second that passes by.
As they say, no news is good news.
If there were any good news, I'm sure that Trevor would have called or sent some kind of a message.
We cannot give up hope. Detective Dillon is here.
Trevor's Ted all right?
Dixie, sit down.
Please tell us what you know.
This waiting is intolerable.
You know we've been searching the river.
You found him?
No.
No, we haven't.
Well, that's good news. I mean, that means that he made it to shore somewhere.
Trevor, is that what you think? Is that what you think happened?
Dixie,
Come on, Trevor. Trevor, he's all right, isn't he? Please.
Dixie, I'm sorry.
Why?
The rescue teams are still out there looking for him, aren't they?
Of course they are.
We had to call the men in.
What?
What? I mean, why? Okay, it's dark out there, but they got flashlights. I mean...
Isn't there some way you could have kept going?
It wasn't the dark.
No, of course not. It's money.
Money?
Yes. The police department won't pay for round-the-clock search, but I will.
It's not the money.
You just keep the men and that equipment out there looking for him. I'll foot the bill.
Palmer, let Trevor explain himself.
Come on, is there something new to report since what we heard last?
We know that Tad found Billy Clyde near a railroad yard.
And that there was some kind of an explosion.
From a bomb that Billy Clyde
Yes,
made, right?
yes. And when the bomb went off, the force of the explosion threw Tad and Tuggle over the side of the bridge. Tuggle was found immediately, dead. His body is in the morgue.
If Ted, I mean, if anything happened to him, like happened to Billy, I mean, you would have found him by now, wouldn't you?
But they fell at the same time, didn't they?
Yeah, that's true, but it's not that simple.
Did you at least see my brother fall into the river?
Jeremy and I saw them fall from a distance. Tad was chasing Tuggle out onto the bridge. We got there before he chased him onto the Lockport Bridge. We could have gotten there sooner, but we lost contact with Tad before he could give us an exact location.
How did that happen?
Tuggle must have jumped Tad. As near as I can figure it, he locked Tad in this shack, and that's where Tuggle set the bomb to go off.
But Ted got out before the explosion, didn't he?
Of course he did, sweetness, and let me tell you, a swimmer as strong as Tad, it would be a piece of cake for him.
It's got nothing to do with Tad being a strong swimmer. Jeremy and I got there after Tad had broken out of the shack and chased Tuggle onto the bridge.
Did you say the Lockport Bridge?
But you know it?
It spans the river at a point they call the Witch's Cauldron.
Joe?
Tuggle didn't die by drowning. The fall broke his neck.
Well, that does not mean that Ted did not survive the fall.
Dixie, even if he survived the fall, I saw him go under. I saw him go down. The current there is so strong, and it took him so fast.
But look, it just means that maybe he could have been washed up somewhere down the river. I mean, that just means that you should start the search again somewhere further away.
Look, I know it's very hard to hear this, but there's no way that Tad could have survived.
Yes, there is. You cannot stop looking for him.
Dixie, sweetheart, listen to what Trevor's trying to tell you.
Dixie, Tad is dead.
No, he's not.
I'm sorry.
Ted's not dead. He's been in trouble before. He will be again, and he always comes back to me. Tad is not dead.
No, it's impossible. There has to be some mistake. You got to tell them that they can't stop searching.
Absolutely right. Ted is still alive. I know it. I can feel it.
I wish it were so, Dick.
Well, how do you know that it's not? I mean, maybe he's injured and he's wandering around out there.
You didn't find Tad's body. You found Billy Clyde. If Tad were dead, you would have found his body, too.
Trevor.
There's no chance. When Tuggle's body was thrown from the bridge, it was thrown right next to shore. Tad's wasn't. The divers searched downriver as far as they dare without endangering their own lives. Tad survived, and they're sure about this. He could not have survived the turbulence of the river.
Why are they giving up without even finding a sign of Tad? I don't understand.
Trevor, if there was something tangible, some sort of proof, maybe we could accept this.
Ruth, believe me, if there was any chance of anything resurfacing, what happens in the Sycamore River at this point, that there are three currents that come together and form an undertow. It goes for miles. If there was any chance of anything resurfacing, we never would have brought the men back in.
Oh, horse feathers. We're just wasting our time sitting around here talking.
That's absolutely right. You know what we should be doing? We should be going out there and looking for
No,
it.
Sid.
Let go of me, Will. If you're just going to give up, you can just leave, all right? I do not need any more people against me.
I'm not against you.
Dixie. Nobody's against you. You want Tad back. We all want him back. We have to try to accept what Trevor's telling us. Hard as that is.
No. He's coming back to me. He's coming back. He would not leave me on the day that we're going to get married. Not today. Promise me. He promised me. We just have to have faith. Ruth. Right. You know that he promised me he would not break a promise to me.
Darling, not if he could help it.
Don't you give up. Don't you give up. I'm going to stand right here in my wedding dress and wait for him. You're not going to take this away from me. Not our happiness. We're going to be together today. You're not going to take it away from me. When I was in trouble, when I was out there in that cabin with Billy Clyde alone, I heard you talking to me all the time. And having you close and hearing your voice has helped me keep fighting. Well, now I'm talking to you, Ted. You hear me? You listen to me. You hear my voice. It will bring you back to me.
Dixie, it's Lady Will. Can we come in?
Just listen to me, Ted. Just listen to me. Come home to me. I love you. Come back to me.
Is there anything we can do for you, sweetheart?
Come back to me, Ted. Come back to me. Trevor had something.
God, I should have been there. If I was there, he'd be alive right now.
You don't know that.
Don't do this to yourself, Joey.
What am I gonna do? He's my brother.
Come here.
He's my brother.
I know, and I'm sorry. It was my father that did this to you and to your family. I'm sorry.
How am I gonna get through this?
I don't know.
I need you.
I'm here. I am here for you through this whole thing, I promise you.
Thank you. I gotta stop. I gotta be there for my mom and dad.